Hi. So, uh, this is another vinyl update. There is a CD also in here. I'm going to be going in alphabetical order apart from the different formats. So, CDs will be separate from vinyl. And I'll write all the artists down below if you want to look at a certain one. I'm going to try and keep them in order. Sorry if some of them aren't. So I'll start off with CDs, and there's also a 7-inch single. So we have Fleetwood Mac's Rumours. I've heard a lot of good things about this, and I was at some market stall that was separate to this other place that I'll mention soon. But I was at this market stall, and they had a bunch of CDs, and they were actually really expensive. They were like a $5, which not that expensive, but they're like that price at HMV, which is like new CDs, they're like new packaged, they're really well presented, like they're new. This market store was like all second hand. They were in decent like packaging. They weren't just all crammed together in some box. They were like wraps and stuff, but I was a bit annoyed about that. So this is when the secret artist appears. It turned out that in this CD player there was a Lemfau CD, and I stole it. I don't think they would have used it that much, but this is Lemfau. I don't know if that's reversed. It shouldn't do. It shouldn't be. This is Lemfau, the famous artists behind Party Rockers in the House Tonight, Sorry for Party Rocking, Champagne Showers, I'm Sexy and I Know It. I don't know what album this is, but I'm sure a lot of Lemfau fans would know. I'm pretty sure this is pirated as well. Is it? But it is pirated. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure it is. It almost definitely is. So I now want to actual Fleetwood Mac Rumours. Sorry if anyone actually wants to know my opinion on it. I will give my opinion on it briefly. Although I listened to it with my family outside, because it's been like boiling hot where I've been. I mean, in terms of the UK, it's been like almost 30 degrees, which is a lot over here. And I didn't listen to it, like a lot of albums I listened to, listening on the way to school with my headphones. That's how I listen to most albums, to be fair. And if they're not on a streaming service, it's really hard for me to get into an album like Ride, and like Pavement. They're not on a lot of like stuff that I listen to it on, so it's really hard for me to get into them because I don't really have a medium. It's either that or I listen to one of their CDs or vinyl on my record player while just sit here on my phone. So this was different. I listened to this with like my family because they all like Fleetwood Mac, and it's a very like chill album. I know there's a few guitar solos here and there, but it's not like too abrasive. There's some good ones that I remember. Obviously, Dreams, The Chain, Go Your Own Way. They're all just like songs that most people know. And a lot of them are just nice songs. I don't get how people are saying this is like one of the best albums of all time. Maybe I should listen to it. Well, no, I definitely need to listen to it more. But I didn't get that immediate impression on first listen. But I definitely do intend to give this another listen. Okay, fucking hell, we're 5 minutes in. Alright. So there is two things for this one artist, so I'll do them in order of year. Ironically, this one was going to be shown last because it's like the coolest, but no, second to last. This is the coolest thing that I've got in a while. It's Twist and Shout by the Beatles, and I'm pretty certain. If anyone knows, let me know. And it's got this like strip back thing, and on Discogs, even that grey bit at the bottom was there, where it folds over from the thing. And I'm pretty sure this is an original pressing of it. It's not like insanely high. It's not like it's worth like 100 or something. But I think the guy who owns. Oh yeah, sorry, I might as well just say this was in an indoor market, and there was an entire vinyl section. Spent like half an hour in there. It was great. A lot of like Joy Division stuff was all sold out because they go really quickly in like Smiths. But I managed to salvage this. Yeah, but this was actually sold for £10, and that was the average price on Discogs. But he did give me a discount because a lot of like independent vinyl shops seem to be like, oh, they're so nice. Like there's loads of nice things there for really cheap, and they always give you discounts because, you know, like I don't think these businesses are doing like amazing. But yeah, if anyone knows this, it looks very real. It's in mono, which is like that's the big like hint. Because, you know, if it's in mono, then it has to be at like the very latest, before 1968, or I think they did a 2014 mono like reissue. But I don't that it wasn't. Okay, and then we've got another one which is probably the worst condition vinyl. This is again from the indoor market. They weren't amazing condition. That Twist and Shout. Yeah, there's nothing I can say about the music. It's just old school Beatles. Like, what else is there? They're not amazing quality. That was probably the best quality one. No, there's another one that's pretty good, but this is definitely the worst quality vinyl I own by far. So there's obviously some sort of big hype sticker that's left its mark there. I'll try and get that off. I probably can. There's a lot of scuffed edges. Look at the bend. For a start, it's barely even there. And the vinyl, you can't see it through here, but it's got a lot of scratches. Yeah, and it's got another sticker on the back there. But yeah, I don't see myself listening to this that much, although it's very good. These are selling on Discogs for like 20p, and I think he sold it for like £3. Well, I think it's an 80s one, so it's like one of the older ones that they did. I mean, that is pretty harsh. Probably will listen to it, because it's the best of Beatles album. I mean, it's great, probably. Although I'm more of a late Beatles person, but it's still Beatles anyway. Wait, let me. Okay. So this one I got from HMV, which is obvious by how nice condition it is. And let me just say, the ones from the indoor markers, so those two there, then there's two more coming up. They were all like 25 quid together. This was like 20 quid by itself. Actually, no, this was like 15 quid. It was one of the cheaper ones, actually. I got closer because it's a very emotional album. Like, this is... I have a like thing for Joy Division that I don't think any other band could take. I mean, The Cure and the Smiths are very close, but I think there's something about like just like Joy Division, like the bass and the vocals, that no other band can replicate. Meaning The Cure tried, and even New Order tried. I don't think anyone will succeed. Closer is definitely not as good as Unknown Pleasures, or if you prefer this. I personally actually prefer this a lot of the time. But I definitely got this just so I could have it with Unknown Pleasures. Very good album. If you like new wave, or if you like any sort of like depressing music like Cure's Pornography, that you need to get this. Just get this album anyway if you don't know that sort of stuff, because this album will most likely get you into it. Okay. Right, this was one of the ones that I'm glad I stumbled upon, and I have listened to this loads. This is Pet Shop. I don't know if you can see, that's quite small. It's Pet Shop Boys, Please. Now, the Pet Shop Boys are like stuff my dad listens to a lot of the time, and so I've put them off quite a lot, but then I listened to them and I realised, like, these guys are good. These are really good. This album is their debut, I think. Yeah, it's their debut. And the one after this, which is called Actually, is, in my opinion, like one of the best 80s albums. It's better than this. This is really good. I mean, this has got so many classics. It's got Tonight Is Forever, Later Tonight, 2 Divided by 0, West End Girls, Opportunities, Love Comes Quickly to Burger. The first side on this album, especially, is really good. And I like the sleeve that there is. There's some nice pictures here from, it looks like the making of this album. This isn't like a reissue. I think this is also an original pressing, but it's not like it adds a lot to the price. But it's in great condition. This is again from that indoor market. I think this one was more on the expensive side of like £6, which is not expensive at all. Yeah, but this is such a good album. Even if you haven't listened to 80s pop, this, because I used to think that 80s pop was shit, like Aha and like Tears for Fears and stuff. I do like Tears for Fears, but I used to think it was all shit. I used to think it was all just a cheesy, like, garbage. But by listening to Aha more and Pet Shop Boys, give me an appreciation for it. It's really good. Tears for Fears as well. I've come to like them now. I'm planning on listening to songs from The Big Chair, because a lot of the songs from that are quite popular and really good. It's meant to be really good. Okay, this is the last one from the shop. The annoying thing about this is that someone has gifted this to someone, and they've like written on it, and it's also quite faded near his hat, which is quite annoying. But this is an original 70s pressing, but it still doesn't. I use that a lot. I don't think it really matters. I think the only thing that matters for is like when bands were smaller, like Velvet Underground or the Beatles even. I know the Beatles was a longer time ago, you know what I mean? So it's different. I didn't listen to this album because I loved, for some reason it was so coincidental, I loved the song Still Crazy After All These Years. Like, I heard it and then I just kept on playing it, and I was just obsessed with that song. I learned all the chords to it. It was amazing chord progression. If you know guitar, learn this song. Even if you know like keyboard, learn this song as well. I saw the album and I recognised the album cover instantly, and then I just thought I'd get it because it was like £3 or something. Like, I'm not, even if I don't like it, I know I can't sell it for much, but like, it's not gonna hurt anyone to keep it, is it? This honestly is quite is a really good album. Like this exceeded my expectations. Yeah, definitely get this. The hype sticker is a bit annoying because I always stick my hype stickers on like the outer look, and it's not very good. I'm gonna have to like glue that or something. Yeah, I don't like hype stickers on the actual vinyl themselves. Oh yeah, and there's one thing that I noticed with the inner sleeve, or like inside the thing, there was also this, which I did not expect to see. And it must be like some old school, this is quite cool, look, it's an old school ad for all of like, the albums at the time. Okay then, maybe this isn't an original 1975 one then. Because I think Bridge Over Troubled Water came out in 1980. If I don't know, I think Bridge Over Troubled Water came out after this album. I don't know. I'll look into it later, and if you're like really bothered, then you can correct me. I'll look into it yourself. Okay, final album. It's here. Finally, Van Weezer. Now, because I'm a sucker, I got the glow-in-the-dark version as soon as... Because I was going to go to that Hella Mega Tour. I don't know if I am still going. Hopefully. Anyway, as soon as I heard about the Hella Mega Tour, I was like, okay, there's going to be some new material for all of them. I mean, bands don't usually just go on like world tours with other artists without releasing new stuff. I mean, sometimes they do, but I don't know, I was just on the lookout for new stuff. And then Weezer on their Instagram released something about new album, and I instantly got onto the like the website. I think this is like an hour after they posted it, and I pre-ordered the glow in the dark. This is what it looks like. It's really cool. The actual album itself isn't very good, may I say. Don't buy this. But now I think this on Discogs now is like 50 quid or something. So I guess I made a good decision. I've been waiting like a year and 2 months. An OK Computer just blew it out of the water. The OK Computer's like my third favourite Weezer album. It's honestly so good. It's way better than the White Album. And it's way better than this. I don't like this overly that much. But at least I get like glow in the dark. Rather than oh no, that's not very good. There's still too much light. Let's see if you can... Yeah, you can sort of see it. I don't know, I probably should have filmed this later on. But I'm home alone. Oh, that light almost blinded me. I'll tell you what the annoying thing is, right? My things always crease here. Because what I do is I take the disc out and then I put it in a special sleeve. It's not a special sleeve, it's just a more protective one than it came in. And then I like... This is actually store all your records, really. I put it in like that, and a lot of the times the bottom creases. It didn't this time. Look, yeah. And I might as well go into more depth with this Van Weezer. Because I've probably... Maybe some of you that haven't seen this. So this is the back. It doesn't have track numbers. It's not very, like, they're going for this, like, old time thing. And I tell you what I noticed once is they've got, like, a ring wear effect, which I actually do kind of like that. It's quite cool. although the actual things inside don't really give off an all-time vibe. If you want to give off an all-time vibe for the middle of the record, have a CBS thing. CBS covers always, like, in a vinyl things, like the Paul Simon one. They always remind me of old records. I remember my granddad had an old Bob Dylan record, and it was like that. It was like some other one, I forgot who it was. Yeah, there is some bangers on here, though, to be fair. Beginning of the End is quite good. End of the Game, I do like the End of the Game, but some, like, really just boring ones or shit ones. Blue Dream is shit. Fucking hell, yeah, cool. These guys are like 50. But I mean, it's Weezer. Just let them do their own thing. It's great. She Needs Me is actually alright, to be fair. Yeah, it's not like as bad as the Black Album. I do kind of like the Black Album. There's a few songs that I do like off that, but it's not as bad as like Raditude. If this was Raditude, I'd be like, fucking hell, because this was like 30 quid, you know. This was like 30 quid, which is a bit annoying. Considering, I mean, this is 30 quid now, and I can sell it for more. But I mean, it's a bit annoying when I've bought this for 30 quid, and then I can also get Still Crazy After All These Years, a Beatles album, a Beatles single, and a Pet Shop Boys album for cheaper. Just really put it into perspective. Yeah, I don't know. It's been such a long video. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed. No one's gonna watch this anyway.